I can't believe they gave offensive linemen takeover.
Second down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Check 24, check 24.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
I tried to spin and juke, and the nigga just knocked me on my goddamn head.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. Here we go on 4th. Watson, and down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Frank Clark, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop.
Everyone gears up for 3rd down, talks about the importance of it. But 4th down, that's truly the moment of truth play, isn't it?
Everything's dialed up a little bit more. And, you know, it's such a momentum play, isn't it?
Absolutely, because it can flip either way depending on who converts on 4th down.
A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. They give it to Williams, running right. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. Here we go, 4th down, Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They go play fake. Mahomes. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Now here's Mahomes. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Mahomes now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Now Mahomes going to get this one to Hill. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
You got Ocean Man. You got Ocean Man right there. Fight for it.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jadeveon Clowney picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Flushed out right. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 18. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. A first trip to the red zone for KC. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Gets it to Hill. It's a jet sweep. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
I'm playing on safety.
They'll run it with Williams. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
2nd and goal from the 1.
Check three.
They'll run for it with Hyde. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Punching it in from a yard away. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do, or I guess don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
Wide open receiver, complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Out of the gun, Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. From the red zone now, Watson. He'll be
Fuck,
hit
that ain't what I
and
wanted to
taken
have.
down at the 21. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. After the sack on first down, Watson. And that is caught, but he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge, incomplete.
I gotta say that video, though. That one-hander. But that shit was nice, bro. You can't say that shit wasn't nice, bro. That shit was nice as fuck. I gotta say that shit for real. I gotta say that. You can't tell me that catch wasn't nice. You see he caught that bitch with one hand backwards? Man, please. I gotta say that shit.
So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Fairbairn able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with a nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
That'll be taken in the end zone. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Tally. You already know. I want some time on YouTube, man, too. Why I can't tally, goddamn me. I can see him now. He calling the defense play. The nigga said,
the offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally, because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Yeah, they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
Man left, man left. Hey.
After the run, Watson going to throw. Caught left side, Hopkins. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
Well, they obviously red man coverage their partner, and he got downfield, broke down the defender, made him
What do you mean by that, broke?
Yeah, he made him think he was going to run a different route. Probably thought he was going to take it upfield, then he curls back inside for the completion.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Here we go. Set. 19. Get it towards down. He's coming.
From the gun, here's Watson. Fuller brings it in over the middle. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down. Watson on third down. It finds his target, Fuller. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller, 27 yards. And the Texans have taken the lead. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw, it's Mahomes, eluding the pressure right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back. And that's caught inside the 35. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27.
They fixed the tackling.
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Here's Mahomes to throw, and that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. 2nd and 10 now from the 27.
They did something with the stiff arm.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 27 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
That should be the guy. You can tell the difference in the two.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They had seized the lead there for a little bit with a starting drive in the 3rd quarter, but a moment ago the touchdown that puts them back behind.
So their defense is under siege a little bit right now because they have not able to solve their opponents. So they've got to keep hammering away on offense and try and win this one in what appears to be a shootout.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Watson now to throw. Dancing to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Was trying to extend the life of that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Chris Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Watson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fuller. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down. Back now in Houston. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I wonder what team.
Here we go with Johnson. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Hey, you gotta snap it. You gotta snap it.
Now it's Watson. Screenplay, Johnson. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it second and 12.
44. That's right, baby. They don't want it.
The Chicago Bears.
Back to throw, Watson.
Oh, no, nigga, he a child beater. He ain't gonna get it. He like
Throw left side complete. It's Hopkins.
You know,
And
he's a
he'll
child
be brought
beater.
down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Johnson the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again is Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon. 3rd and long, it's Watson.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
I bet the Cowboys got 2 on their line. Frederick and Zach Martin. I bet you money.
Check 3.
Duh.
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A 13-yard touchdown run. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
They gave the Chiefs an offensive lineman a fucking
So for the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Man, please.
This is taken near the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tunnel.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yard your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business.
The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Give them a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coach is screaming.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown.
Tyreek Hill,
64 yards, as his guys have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes.
Wow, I know it's a never say never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Zach Martin deserved it. Not really. Not so much. So tell me about the Texans.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Colin Saunders in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
Did you see that wood? Did you see that wood?
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. Back to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's good for 28 yards.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No eyes.
I'd use one right here.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
This is it. Hey, pick your game up.
They gave somebody on their line offensive. Who? Oh, he a center though, so that shit don't matter.
Let him know.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Try to squeeze it in there at this stage of the game. You got to take some chances. Nice job to knock it away,
yeah,
though.
because I was understanding
where they are in the game. You got to take that opportunity and maybe thread the needle. Unable to get it done there.
Back to throw. On the comebacker, complete. That's Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
He fucked that up, Wood.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
He fucked it up.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Steps away to his left. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
You won't see me in your nightmares, son.
Now it's Watson. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute.
How many people are watching this one right here who gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chickens before they're hatched.
Well, they better come back in here and watch this one, because you and I, we're not going anywhere. We want to see this one play out.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25.
Yeah, they didn't have to.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles? And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop him with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. They'll look to throw.
No, he ain't lying, because I'm playing with him.
He's taken down. What a huge play at this
I'm playing
point in the
with him
game.
right now, Sherwood. If they had it,
Another
it would be on the
timeout
game. I
called
was just
for
trying
by
to get on
the
tempo there.
offense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
The Chiefs, look at the lineman right there, Wood. The number 71, he got it.
To throw is Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by
What
Hill.
did he try to do, a
And
screen
this one will
with
be
Tyreek
taken
Hill?
up. They'll spot it right at the 7. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end. They couldn't get it done. However, we were treated really
overall wise, Timbo.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play.
They tied.
You were wondering, could it happen? Possibly.
But the Cowboys,
even though
Timbo,
we both knew it was a long shot.
the Cowboys are at 87. The Eagles are at 89. They the highest overall on the whole damn game. Man, load into a park, somebody.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. It's a win for the Texans as we say so long from Houston.
Wood, I threw for 300 yards for a 73.9 completion. Them curl routes, man. What'd you say?